Hey YouTube, what's up? Today we're going to be looking at t-shirts from the lowest bargain barrel from under $4 to over $150, and we'll see what the difference is.
Hello and welcome to the Iron Snail, a channel where I will be documenting me starting a clothing brand that will eventually take over the entire world by storm, and I'm going to vlog the entire thing. So subscribe and like this video, and let's get...
What's up everyone, it's Michael. I haven't actually done a video in like 3-4 weeks because I've been releasing the vlog, so gonna be a little rusty on this one. But we're looking at t-shirts. We're going from H&M to some of the best t-shirt makers and fabrics and stitching and everything in the entire world. So what do you get at like $160? And what you do get is insane. Okay, so the first shirt is from H&M. The total I paid for this shirt was $4.80. It was made in Bangladesh, and it feels similar to tissue paper, as in, or not even tissue paper, a tissue. 2 or 3 tissues together. And also, fun fact, Bangladesh is just like a garment making powerhouse. One factory in Bangladesh makes 50 million pairs of jeans per year. Some factories in Bangladesh are really nice, some are not. Usually the saying is that if you're not paying for it, someone else is. And that could be someone that's making the garment, that could be the environment, that could be anything really. I think in this case it's probably both of those things. Overall though, construction is it's pretty standard t-shirt construction, but the collar you see, this is a place where lower price shirts cheap out. So pay attention to this collar versus other collars as we go up in price. Okay, next up is Uniqlo U, and something I want to say before I even reveal the full shirt is that I had to get the oversized version. This is a small, but it's meant to be oversized because they're all out of stock of regular size, so that's why, you know, it looks kind of weird. But I got it because I wanted to talk about Uniqlo U fabric because I view that as far superior to Uniqlo's other offerings. Compared to the H&M shirt, this is a whole different ballgame, and this is $20, or how much did I pay exactly for it? I shouldn't lie to you. I paid $19.90 for this, so it's still a cheap shirt technically, but compared to H&M, it's actually quite expensive. It's almost 5 times more. You are starting to notice the quality right away. This still feels like a tissue in texture, as in it's very, very smooth, but now it feels like 4 or 5 actual tissues like folded. It feels thick, it feels a little dry. So overall, if you're looking for a base cheap t-shirt, I would say Uniqlo is probably your best bet. This is oversized, which I kind of think looks silly on me, but on a lot of people it looks good. Okay, so now we're in the world of that is a nice shirt. Very, very quickly, today's video is brought to you by Redcast Heritage. Today we're looking at this UES flannel, which is, in all honesty, one of the heaviest and coolest flannels I've ever felt. 14.5 ounces, made on vintage shuttle looms. The buttons are palm nuts. It's incredible. So Redcast Heritage does raw denim, really just overbuilt beautiful workwear like these UES flannels. And their 4th birthday is coming up on September 21st, where they are doing some massive discounts on that day. But they are also doing a big giveaway for 3 gift cards, each 150 pounds. Last time I did a Redcast sponsorship, I made a joke that those are some heavy gift cards. These ones are even heavier. All you have to do is sign up for their email list and make a purchase in the month of September. There is no minimum purchase, so you could buy anything on the website and you're going to be entered into the giveaway. And to make things even better, you can use my discount code IRONSNAIL-5 to get 5% off your purchase. So really it's a win-win-win-win-win. Okay, so now we're in the world of that is a nice shirt. It is made in the USA. It is garment dyed. The fabric feels still like a tissue, but more refined. Now it's a very nice tissue. And I don't mean tissue bad anymore. I just mean the smoothness of it. But now if you look at the fabric, there's more texture. This is garment dyed, so the entire garment is made, the garment being the shirt, and then dyed, so it has all these variations in color. And now you'll notice that the collar is not just this regular rib lining, it's actually folded on top. So it's a folded collar. It's a lot nicer, doesn't stretch over time. This is a t-shirt. The Uniqlo is great and everything, but this is where we start to look at a shirt and you're like, okay, this is gonna last me for a while. And this one, I feel like we're at the level where you say, if there's a stain on the shirt, I wanna get the stain out. This is a very nice shirt. It's a $50 shirt, so it's not cheap, but still. It is very, very nice. Possibly my favorite. I will let you know. Okay, next up is Filson, and I like Filson. I really like Filson. I like their Mackinac coat and everything, but their shirts are, I don't want to say bad because maybe there's something I'm missing, but they just I would be happy if I got this shirt from Uniqlo for $20. This is $55, and it's made in the USA, which is good. And Filson has a ton of offerings, and it's screen printed on both sides. But the fabric of 316, and I'm not going just about softness or anything, because I actually don't care if the shirt is soft or not. I'm going about like the dense feeling of the fabric, the heftiness of the fabric. This feels not that good. But what Filson does have is awesome graphics. But the stitching itself is fine. I don't believe the collar is double stitched over, so that's a little lower quality. I like the graphics on Filson, but I don't think the quality is there. I will let you know over time. Okay, now this proves my point exactly. This is what I would expect from Filson. This is Lady White Co., $60, made in the USA. Dry fabric, it feels rough, it does not feel like a tissue, but it feels very hefty and very dense at the same time. It has to be a different type of cotton used. This is one of my favorite shirts. I won't give away which one is #1 yet, but this one's fantastic. I think everything about it is great. Lady White Co. is kind of renowned for their shirts, so it makes sense. It even comes in this like beautiful packaging, but this one fits me really well just because it's a bit shorter. Definitely feels like a more heritage fit too. Like I feel like I'm more of a boxer. Okay, so this is the first and only shirt I'm gonna disqualify from the entire race because it's made for a different purpose. And I realized that the second I bought it, and I didn't know that before, so I figured I should tell you. This shirt is from Imogene Willie. It's 7 ounces, but I think they just wash it into oblivion because it feels like a shirt that you'd get from a thrift store that someone bought in the 80s. It feels very, very soft, very, very thin. They call their 7 ounces a mid-weight fabric, which makes sense. The construction, top notch, the collar is folded over. The graphics with Imogene Willie go insane. They're very cool. This shirt has some texture to it, but if you're looking for just a high quality built shirt that you'd wear every day, Imogene Willie is not it. This is for aesthetic purposes only. It's kind of cropped like an old shirt and everything, so beautiful, beautiful graphics, but if you're going for an everyday shirt that feels like it's new, don't go Imogene Willie. Coming in at a whopping $135, straight from Japan, is this shirt. This is Studio D'Artisan's Fox Fibre shirt. Wow. It is expensive, but it's also amazing. This is 10.5 ounces. It feels very heavy. There are actual pieces of the cotton seeds still in the weave of the fabric. This is not a dyed shirt, by the way. No dye went into this because this is just the color of the cotton. This is Fox Fibre. The cotton here is a big reason as to why it costs this much. It's a natural organic colored cotton, so it comes in greens. And also, this shirt is so heavy that you'll see it is now stitched differently on the sides. We have overlocking seams on the outside, and the reason for that is that these shirts are so heavy that if they were stitched regularly and there was fabric folded over fabric to make these stitches, it would just feel uncomfortable. You would feel the seams way too much. So you have to switch the stitching method, which to some people may look lower quality, to some people it may look cool. I tend to think it looks cool. It looks a bit more raw, but there's a ton of texture in this shirt. The fit it's a Japanese fit, so this is a size large. I typically wear a size small, so some of you people probably just can't get it, but this is also loop wheeled, which is basically as close as you can get to hand looming fabric. And a loop wheel works in this very interesting way. Go to Cameron O's video to look. He made a t-shirt video. I feel bad that I was making one so shortly after him, but Cameron, it's the middle of summer or the end of summer. I just had to. But he describes loop wheel t-shirts very, very well. Basically, the fabric is loomed with virtually zero gravity, so any texture in the fabric comes out in the shirt. It doesn't stretch as easy, and it's just a very, very slow, labor-intensive process to get the most beautiful fabric that you can. It's so slow and so inefficient that there needs to be a different machine for every single size garment. Also, to my knowledge, I think there's only 2 loop wheeling factories in the world. The next one is what we're gonna talk about in a second. This is a shirt I think you would wear with holes in it. It's so nice. After the next one though, there is one I don't have with me because there's not enough of them in the world. This next shirt, well, the one I'm wearing right now, I had to save to the absolute last. It is $5 cheaper than the Studio D'Artisan shirt. It is $130, and it's heavier than basically any sweatshirt you would get from J. Crew. This is 14.5 ounces. This is, I don't know how to say the brand name that well, Merz B Schwanen. Remember when I said there was only 2 loop wheel factories in the world? Merz B Schwanen is the other one, and they own their factory, so all of their stuff is made in-house. This is, to the common man, the heaviest loop wheel t-shirt that you can possibly get. Okay, so interestingly, they don't do an overlocking stitch like Studio D'Artisan did, which I find weird, but then, you know, after wearing this, I don't really notice the seams that much. Like, they don't bother me at all, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I think maybe Studio Dartisan does it for comfort, extra comfort, and then just because it looks cool. It kind of has an awkward fit, which is what the big joke was. Everybody wants that shirt and nobody really looks good in it. I think I look pretty good in it. Even looking closer, you could see all of the waves of texture in this shirt. That is from uneven thread sizes, that's slub. And since it's loop wheeled, there is no tension to kind of pull that texture out, so it's there in full force. This is the end all be all t-shirt. Like I said, it's essentially just like a short sleeve sweater. It's very, very heavy. The fabric is so heavy that it feels thick, like you can kind of run your fingers over it and feel the different waves of the stitches. This and Studio Dartisan are just high power, HP, in your face like HD. Okay, so now the most important part. You're wondering, Mikey, what do you think is the best shirt? Well, I'll tell you, they all fit me really well, so I don't really not like any of them besides H&M is just too low quality. I just wouldn't wear it because I'd feel gross. It also is so thin that it like sticks to me and makes it look like I have moobs. So here's my list from 1 to 8. Lady White Co., absolute favorite. 316, Studio Dartisan, Merz B, Imogene Willie, which I think I'm gonna actually put Imogene Willie second to last. Filson, Uniqlo, H&M. Sorry, Imogene Willie. It's just not it's just the fabric and the purpose of the garment. They're all amazing. 316 and Lady White Co. are just out of the box. They feel soft, they look good, they're not obnoxiously heavy. They're like the best all around shirts, but the Studio Dartisan and Merz B are in a league of their own, so I'll keep you updated on them. Anyways, we're in the middle of chaos with the Iron Snail. The jacket is coming out next Friday, so sign up for the email if you haven't. I don't even know. After next Friday, who knows what'll happen. So I'm very excited. I'll see you soon, and good to be back.
Wait, but what about the mysterious company that can rival any of these huge brands? Well, ask my friend Bezad and his new company, Wonderlooper. I don't want to give away too much, but it's amazing.